If we're to get justice for the Counselor, you'll have to keep your wits about you. May the luck of the gods be with you both, Source Hunters.
Hey, welcome back everybody to Divinity Original Sin. It's actually been a little bit since I played. So my original plan was to finish this Let's Play before Divinity Original Sin 2 came out, which actually, as I'm recording this, comes out tomorrow. Or actually a little less than 12 hours. So obviously that's not going to happen. So I was thinking I was going to start that one, and yeah. Anyways, the general theme here on my channel is I start every game late. I never get to jump on it. So I'm going to just continue that trend. I'm going to finish this Let's Play, and then I'll roll right into the second one. I'm going to stay completely blind on the second one, so... but that doesn't really matter. Anyways, so that's where we're at. So I need to go buy some skills, and we need to... let's look through this. We're going to do the Philosopher, and we're going to find... our Who's Failed Experiment, so we're going to find those soldiers, or those... they weren't really soldiers, they're just guys. And then we're going to start the Into the Dark, which is going to be investigating the Western Cave where the orcs are at. And when I think it was the episode before last, when we first went into Evelyn's cave, we met some orcs there, and they said they were searching for a stone. So that's most likely a star stone, so I think that's a good area for us to go to. As far as skills go, Davith needs...
yeah. For our Legion troops. Rivelon's finest work.
Davith needs some new stuff, and
come on now, I pulled her off you before she could do any real damage.
So does Chloe. There's a lot of noise around here.
I've been mauled. I'll be disfigured for life.
Come on with the dramatics. It's not as bad.
Okay, so these guys are probably around here somewhere.
She bit me in the face.
Recruits! Look on the bright side. Everyone knows the ugly soldiers are the most ferocious.
Ugly will be the least of it. The beast looks
Let's see if we can find them.
Those boots would embarrass a British troll. Get to shining, recruits.
Sorry,
Good
sir.
luck with these Sicilian Source Hunter. They'll run you ragged if you let them.
Okay, that's good info.
That was an insult.
Don't pay attention to the beast.
Where the hell did those guys go? We killed the Undead Legion, or we killed all the undead in the cave and managed to save all the men fighting them. They said they'd look to the Legion for treatment. Perhaps we should see how they're getting on.
Ah, cruel fortune.
Alright, maybe they're actually at the headquarters.
You think that's funny, Private?
The face furious. She bit me in the face.
I don't think so, though. Doubt they're not downstairs in the jail. They're not going to be up with Arhu.
Quiet, screech woman. The beast speaks.
They're not those three. I guess we could go back to that Legion HQ we were just at. I didn't really
Don't pay attention to the beast furious.
didn't see him there, but we'll ask Lieutenant here.
You don't think it's infected, do you?
So good to see you again, Source Hunter.
Let's see.
I shall be very glad to share what information I can give you.
Nope. Alright, so we'll check in here again. Possible I just missed them, or is there a basement? A basement. They weren't upstairs. I know I've probably seen them, I'm just being blind. Let's go through the camp then. Nope. Hang out at the gate. Alright, so instead of just wandering around looking for him, we're gonna do this philosopher thing. It's gonna require a little bit of reading. I'm only gonna read it once. And we'll see if I can remember what I need to remember. Before we do that though, let's get everyone in tip-top shape.
I've got all the remedies.
All of them? It's got all of them. Okay, so while that's going on, you have all the books. No, maybe he has that one. Alright, the Philosopher's Death. Here we go. The Philosophy of Death. Let us briefly discuss life and death, the great opposites, the great equals. Death is greater than life, so saith the priest, for in death comes the gods' just reward. But if this be true, whether that reward shall be the solace of heaven or the agony of hell is decided during one's lifetime. And therefore life is much greater than death, for it is the decision maker. And what of those who care not for the gods? Who questions the afterlife, the existence of deities? Life is life's own goal, they say. A wise sentiment, I echo, and that even priests would do well to heed. But oh, how often does doubt assail those revelers of life? How often does fear approach with the creeping of shadows? So great becomes the looming horror that death becomes larger than life, and death becomes the greater force. Forget the promise of gods, I say, but defy the fear of oblivion as well. For only if life and death become each other's equals can the philosophy of death become one of life. Death is the instigator of faith and fear, but only if you let it be so. If you can gaze into its obsidian eyes, knowing it is the be-all and the end-all, but fear neither, then shall you have reached the shores of wisdom. So saith Nimrus. I can't read today. Alright, my memory sucks, so we'll see how I do here.
The very fact that you seek me out once more is in itself a token of wisdom.
You have nothing I want, you have no gold. Put me to the test.
Do you truly feel you are ready to prove that you have read and understood the philosophy of death?
Not really, but let's do it.
Then we shall proceed to test the mettle of your acumen forthwith.
Let it be so.
Between life and death, death is the greater force. So argues the clergyman. Is he correct?
I think no.
Correct. He is not.
Thank you, Chloe. Chloe will try to help out. We can't necessarily trust her, but...
Let us proceed. Life is life's own goal. The question that is itself the answer. Good. Now I am unburdened of all worries, am I not?
Not entirely, no.
Wrong. It's yes.
Damn it. I'm gonna trust you, Chloe.
All right, we'll do it your way.
Last query.
Good job.
Boldly do I scorn the bonds of faith and fear. Death I dub thee life's equal. Is this my salvation or my undoing?
Okay, this was the last part. I think that is your salvation.
No, it's your undoing.
No, I believe I am right. Think about it. If life and death are equal, does that not neutralize the need for faith or fear? Yeah, I try to safeguard my own salvation if I were you.
You'd walk right into your own undoing. Luckily, I
Damn you,
to save
Chloe.
you from yourself.
She won.
Fine, fine.
Hopes and up. A combination of words I have long since forgone to couple, let alone put into action. And before me stands a living proof why. Begone, ignoramus. Have you not insulted me enough? Stupidity shall not go unpunished.
Really?
Perhaps death itself shall teach you more about the philosophy of life.
I don't think you want to do this, my friend. Well, let's look at this real quick. We failed. We failed to complete Nimrus's test. He was disappointed and vanished. No, he didn't. He's attacking us with ghost wolves. Thesis, antithesis, synthesis. Okay. You guys are all ghosts. I can't... Okay, we can obviously hit him with this. I think that's a good play.
I can take you all with one shot.
Oh,
Just
Nimrus,
watch.
you are garbage. Garbage, son. No. That's better. Nimrus is gone. Arrogant asshole. Alright. J-Han. What do you got for these guys? The burning. Can't freeze them. Could do a little shocking on them. Yeah, let's hit antithesis. And you are going to get a little bit of the old rod. All right. Let's try to put him down.
May the 13 winds pulverize you.
That's all right. Go beat this guy. You can't. All right, just you buff Medora. Dora, jack this guy up. There it is. We could do that and kill one. I think we will. Let's see. Can I move? If we move over to here. There we go.
This is the end for you.
Took them all out. Alright, so I would have been right there. So that's fine. We didn't get whatever he gives. I don't know what it was, but I'm okay with that. It's a good fight. They didn't drop anything. We have caused so much death and trouble in this cemetery, it's not even funny. Okay, so the Philosopher quest is failed and done with. Got some XP. Where the hell are these soldiers at? Or these random dudes? Oh, you know what? They could be... why would they be at the warehouse, though? We'll just ask Captain Arius. And then maybe talk to Arhu, see what he has to say about us destroying his machine. Because the Legion's influence kind of ends right here. I didn't see him anywhere.
You don't think it's infected, do you?
Come on now, I pulled her off you before she could do any real.
Alright, Arius. What do you know about those guys?
Ah, the source hunt. If you must. What more is there to say? She clearly was in league with the sect that's been unsettling Sicil, so now that she's dead, all the better. Hopefully, though, it has dawned on you that a sect implies multiple adherents. The search continues.
Indeed. He doesn't know anything about them.
So, let me get this straight. There are insidious sorcerers running about town that turned a council ambassador into a zombie for sport, after said councillor was murdered by some mystery witch who subsequently trotted off to her cabin in Luculla Woods. Sure you haven't omitted relevant details like, flying brooms, black cats, and bloody pentagrams? By Belagar's nebbers! Sounds like a fantasy tale mothers tell their children before bed. And I bet none of it's more than fantasy either, though no doubt Ahu puts stock in your every word. Anyway, be these truths, half-truths, or outright lies, it seems to me your business in Seal is concluded. Don't let the undead hit you on the way out.
Alright, Arius is not going to be sad to see us go. That's fine, he can give screw himself. Okay, Medora has everything she can have here. Chloe also has all the things she can have. What is this book on his table? String Enthusiast. Who has all the books? Volume 1. Okay, we already have that one. Let's see what he sells.
Again.
Yeah,
Do feel free to depart from Seal at your earliest convenience.
He's just selling these, so we don't really need him yet. So we're going to leave that. We'll go talk to Arhu. And I guess I'll just find those guys eventually. Oh, here he is.
How can I help you, my friend?
Okay, he doesn't sell any spells that Jahan would care about.
By all means.
Is there more you can tell me about the strangers who seem to be in league with the orcs?
I can't say much more, but that they're madmen. All the more dangerous to us because of their alliance with what should be a natural enemy. You won't see me teaming up with a terrier in a hurry.
I think we've heard that before, but it's relevant to what we're about to do.
What might those be?
Okay, someone mentioned one of your failed experiments.
So the Sparkmaster 5000 has been reduced to scrap, has it? A shame, really. But if your actions saved lives, I suppose you may consider its demise a success.
Indeed I do. Alright, we're done with you, Arhu. Alright, we're just going to stop off at the town square there. See what we can buy. Davith needs some... So I'm going to try to start experimenting with some... what's the word? Stances? I never really used them before. Mainly because it reduces your aim. But what I'm thinking is, especially for Davith, when someone's knocked down, he's 100% regardless. So if we could just switch to that stance and do more damage. If they're knocked down, stunned, frozen, any of that. So that's probably a good play. I wonder if we should tell Evelyn that, not Evelyn, Esmeralda. Evelyn's dead. She's vindicated. Oh, her boyfriend's gone.
The hunter returns. I hope you are here to shop. I cannot believe Jake was a sorcerer. What depravities did he commit? Was he planning to use me as a sacrifice? Ooh, I shudder to think that for years I have lain next to him at night, peacefully sleeping, while his thoughts dwelt on blood and devilish magic.
Well, you have a lot to think about. Now your boyfriend's gone. I probably will never talk to you again, Esmeralda. You still got your bodyguard, though, so there's that. Okay, so we want to get you. He needs 2 more adept, and he can handle novice as well.
Come on, you chickens.
I'm sorry, 2 more novice and 2 adept, and same with this, 2 adept. We have a lot of money we can spend on Jahan.
Oh no, noble friend. Your upper chakras are in desperate need of a good scrubbing. Fortunately for you, my homebrewed tinctures will do the job. Or if you're in the mood for something a bit more electrifying, one of my air scrolls might give your system just the shock it needs.
It's quite the sales pitch. And I already forgot what I just said. Okay, Hydra Fist.
Lonesome?
Got it.
Spiritless? Perhaps wrestling an earth element?
Okay, so these are the Hydra Fists. So we need 2 more novice, or 2 more adept. Damn it, 2 more novice and basically 2 more adept. You know that one? Ice Shard. We will take that. Rain, we know regeneration. Slow might be nice, but I think anything we can to reduce crowd control stuff is a good thing.
Join the Spud Club if you got
We'll
an
take
eye for
that.
farm potatoes.
And then what about Adept? What are life? Okay, Constitution. Not bad. You and allies around you. That's good. She doesn't have any other Adept. We are going to buy that one. I like that one. He can't use it until he's level 9. It's a ways. We should have the cash.
Let us see if you can choose the finest greens.
You know what? I'm going to buy a needle and a wooden figurine. I think we can use these for crafting. There might be nails. We'll see. I might need pixie dust too. I don't know.
Not in the mood for cheese. That excuse is more holes than a slice of this fine Corbin there.
Okay, so David, let's see. I just want to try this. I didn't experiment too much with stuff like this.
Made a big cheese on your block with a wheel of the good stuff.
Oh, he already had that stuff. Anyways, that doesn't matter. The one time I played through most of this, but I did notice it right at the end.
Lonesome, spiritless,
Inert
perhaps
voodoo
wrestling
doll.
an earth elemental will inject some vim into your routine.
Okay, we need some pixie dust. Stardust and bone dust. Okay. I think it's pixie dust anyways. I could be wrong on that. Voodoo doll level 3, huh? Deals 81 to 90 piercing damage. A superior voodoo doll that you can use to manipulate your enemies. Just look at the craftsmanship. I don't know if this probably activates like a spell. Could be a grenade though. We'll have to see. I don't know that I really used them. I think I just made them.
Any takers? Come on, you
Okay, so
chickens.
Davith, you need some more. Let's look first. Okay, one more one more novice,
Quiet day on the market,
and
it
2
seems.
adept.
Well, what sort of arrows do you want? Freezing? Silver? Poison? Get to the point.
So this is the one I was thinking of for our other novice, range power stance. And it's 0 AP cost, so you can kind of just switch them out. Do we have any we don't want? I think our healing one sucks, right? His first aid's... No, cure's bleeding, though. Alright, we'll just go with the 1 stance. I wouldn't mind the precision one either.
What sort of arrows do you want? Freezing? Silver? Poison? Get to the point.
This one's not bad either. Fire an arrow that splinters on impact, dividing over a radius. You know that one.
Well,
you know that
hello
one.
there. Let us see if you can choose the finest green.
I want both of these. We're going to go with this one. I'm going to try it out. I'm going to try my little experiment. Okay, so read that. Divine Light I want to use as well. She has melee power stance. Okay.
Red and orange, yellow and green, the finest veggies size fields ever seen.
And she can't learn any more. Chloe can't. But she can learn a bunch more witchcraft. So Jehan, you need to...
A good day to you.
You can learn that one, you just won't be able to use it. We'll save it.
Club if you got an eye for farm potatoes.
Watch the undead quiver in their
Oh,
mouldy boots.
that's an adept. I should have looked better. Alright, so he's not going to really be able to use that one. Let's go back and see what else we can see then.
Let us see if you can choose the finest greens.
It's going to cost 9 AP to use. It'd be dumb.
Not in the mood for cheese.
Okay, so we'll take that one. The other novice one. We probably won't use it that much, but we might. You never know. Hours from the sea.
Aaron has as many friends as the man with many cheeses.
Well, hello
Put this one
there.
over there. We're not going to really use it.
Not in the mood for cheese.
I would like to use it, but
Excuse is more holes than a slice of this fine Gorman there.
that off of there. All right, and then let's stop by the witchcraft. Chicken's in here, huh? Yeah, the soldiers didn't come in there. I don't care about that.
Fine Gorman bear.
They went somewhere. I know it. I guess we'll teleport to the portal next, and we'll see if they're at that storehouse thing.
How gratifying to see you return.
Okay, Chloe. Same thing. 2 more novice and 2 adept.
How gratifying to see you return. You are quickly becoming my favorite customer.
We know that one. Malediction. Weakens and curses an enemy. Curses lowers the target's chance to hit by 30 and weakens... weak lowers the target's damage by 50%. Okay. That's not bad. Lower resistances, we already know. We haven't really used it, but we know it. Decaying touch. Make a target decay so that it cannot be healed by magic or potions anymore. It will be damaged instead. We'd have to be close enough to touch them, but that's not a bad one either, actually. Charm is good, obviously. Okay, how much money do I have? Not enough. We've gotten poor. Anyone else have any cash? No. Well, we can go with Malediction for now. I haven't been stealing as many paintings as I should have, apparently. Bought it on the wrong one. Alright, we have wasted enough time. Let's get to the harbor. We'll go check and see if these guys happen to show up here. Doesn't appear so. Do I have an unlock scroll? Did I ever find one?
One day, Moira. One day you'll show 'em all.
I don't think so. Anyways, let's go to the beach. There's a merchant I'd like to talk to there, but we don't have any money left. We'll still talk to her, but we're not going to be able to buy anything. Let's see if these guys think I'm good enough.
Halt! These gates are to remain closed at all times. Captain's orders. Wait a second. Well, I'll be a little red imp's uncle, the Source Hunter. Sorry for the gruff treatment. I didn't recognize you right away. Please tell me, how can I aid the investigation? Certainly, though it's a shame we can't lend you our swords on your expedition.
Alright, he apparently thinks we're worthy.
Look alive, my good man. This gate'll be short work for a well-equipped contingent of orcs.
Obviously not. Well, maybe these guys weren't well equipped. Take that bone.
The Sicilians retreated from this battle, but what about the orcs?
Either they've taken to the sea or set up an encampment in yonder caves. Keep your weapon at the ready.
Oh, I will, Chloe. Believe you me. You just got us into a fight with a dead wizard, philosopher, so I mean... Okay, and this actually is stealing, because I guess... Charla here is kind of owns all this area. But besides the way Charla looks, it's actually a merchant.
Oh, hello. What have we here? An adventurer, I judge, by the world-weary look of your weapon, and a noble by the wonderfully deep pockets clipped to your belt. What luck! What luck!
Tell me about yourself.
Charla is my name, good friend. I came to this second life some time ago, some years? Years it must be, or perhaps not.
Okay.
In any case, it has been time well spent hunting out magnificent goods and selling them to interested parties. So many wonderful artifacts I've found, so many precious relics I'd be so happy to rehome to a trusted buyer.
Sounds good. What kind of wares do you have on hand?
Have a look by all means. You'll find every make and kind of impressive accessories, but you'll also find certain very rare relics too. You look like just the sort of self-starter to appreciate what I mean. Weapons, 4 of them, that the intrepid adventurer can improve and upgrade as he travels if he finds the right pieces. See them? See them? Judge for yourself.
All right. So these are the pieces I actually wanted. They are relatively cheap. So we're going to buy what we can. The bow, sword, and the axe is more than I have. But I've got potions I'll probably never use. Let's see. Okay, that'll work. So, we're not going to buy the staff because nobody uses the staff. J-Hand could, but we... Yeah, I'm going to see if we went into wands with him. If we haven't put any points in it, I'm going to switch him back to a staff. I figure why not. He's got more spells now anyways. And these actually may be better than what we're using. And kind of how it works is each one of these, you can be upgraded 3 times, essentially. If you find the piece, you can craft it in there and it gets better. I haven't seen how far it goes yet. But I would like to. So I'm going to at least have them on hand. We may not use them. I guess that's all our cash. Let's do that. Thank you, Charla.
Goodbye then, good friend. Goodbye. That is, unless you fancy a glance at some of my wonderful goods.
We'll probably maybe be back. I don't know. So we're going to give the axe to Medora. We're going to give the sword to Chloe. We have the bow. We can actually use it. But it's not any good for us, unfortunately. So the bow we made ourselves is actually better. Okay. We will throw it in here. Or pack of goodies. Chloe, you can't use yours, right? Oh, you can. It's also not as good. Oh, no. Wrong one. It's not as good, so we'll just have it on hand. Is it better than 29 to 50, 40 to 54? Okay, if we run anything this week against slashing, we'll want to switch to this sword. But this one will just stay on hand. Also not as good, so we won't actually get to use any of these, unfortunately. I should have came out here early on and bought them. J-Hand, we put points into... We did, so I'm not going to waste points, so you're stuck with wands. Actually, I need to send that to Dora. So not all of these are stealing. But a lot of them are. All the bodies are. I don't want to fish. Alright, let's keep going. Nobody's crying. We're getting a lot of special arrows, which I am a fan of. Woggy Yoggy, huh? Woggy Woggy, sorry. Brognar.
Away with your weapons! Away! Leave Umberlock to mourn in peace.
What are you doing here?
I don't want to fight. I ain't after no fancy stone. I just want to bury these bodies the traditional way. It's the least I could do for my dear brother Oggy. Oh, he was such a dear lad he was. We wanted to see the world, but we saw next to nothing before he was called to serve the old mother in the afterlife.
What's the traditional way?
In our village, oh, poor Oggy will never see her again. Tradition goes that a warrior should be buried with his best armor so he can defend himself in the afterlife. There weren't so many spoiled after the battle, but I managed to give old Oggy the best set. A proud send-off for a proud soldier.
Okay, a grave with a full set of hand-picked armor, eh? We've got to know its location. You know, I don't have a lot of a soft spot for orcs here. And yeah, we could use the armor. I actually could use the money. So, a grave with a full set of hand-picked armor? We've got to know its location.
I second that. His brother won't be using that armor, now that he's gone to the great orc sty in the sky.
Indeed.
You want the location of Oggy's grave? Now, what use could you have for that, small bones? Keep bothering about it, and I may have to call over my friends from up the beach to deal with you.
Alright.
Hand me my shovel.
First one to strike gold buys dinner.
See what Medora has to say.
Ha! That pathetic heap of source-addled frog skin thought it could fool us, did it? Old Medora knows for certain that orc would have loved nothing better than to axe you in the back while it cried on your shoulder.
I'd pour out a whole pipe for
Well, I mean,
if I could,
I don't think he's lying. I just don't feel that bad for him. But what kind of source hunter can't show an ounce of compassion to someone so obviously bereft? Indeed.
Well, I didn't mean to imply that compassion is an unequivocally bad thing, you know. But hasn't a source hunter got to be judicious about when to grant it?
True.
I've yet to meet an orc who'd earned a soft hand. Though I suppose old Medora'd be perhaps overly dismissive to imagine that one could never exist.
But I'm going to rob the guy. On the western beach, a grieving orc told us he buried his brother with a full set of armor. Well, Davith has that badass perception going.
I've spotted something.
Okay, well, this is going to mean a fight. Which we could use a fight to end this episode out with. So, dig away. Right in front of him.
Hypocrites, liars, fiends.
What about your friends up the beach? Are they going to join you? Or are you by yourself? That is unfortunate for you, my friend. Well, let's delay our turn, see if we can't put a smackdown on him real quick. Okay, good. So now Davith can just shoot him, unless he dies, which is a possibility. Target's too far. You know, let's hit him with his ice shard, since we don't really need to take that many turns. It's going to cause an ice thing to I think we'll be alright. So basically we have a chance of falling down now, but like Medora might fall, we'll see. Nope. Alright, Davith, let's see if this works. Because you should have a 100% chance. Activate that. Still 100, okay. This should do a little bit more damage.
7 have mercy on your soul.
Okay, take that. Aged leather cap. Medora or J-hand, you take that. You're going to sell it. Just fell down. Do we have nails? Not that I'm going to need them right now. We do. So what we can do is we can take Davith's boots. Oh, I'm not good enough. Well, never mind then. Davith, you are my crafter, right? Yes, you are. Anyways, the ice is gone. His fancy armor was aged leather bracers that are garbage. But we did get a trap disarm kit, so that's good. Let's check these other totems out.
I've spotted something interesting.
You guys know I am not ashamed of digging up people's graves for treasure, apparently. Those kind of suck too. For the 2 armor rating, we'll just sell those. I like the HP he's getting. More. Alright, we've got nothing else there. Alright, we'll check this one. This should be a grave. And then I think we'll end the episode on this point. We're going to have a decent amount of combat and probably shenanigans in the next episode. Those also suck. But okay, guys, I know this one was kind of boring. Sorry. I screwed around a lot. But we got us a lot of upgrades for J-Han, and that was about it. Everyone else, this one from Davs is whatever. But we need more gold, so. Okay, guys, I know you have a choice of where you watch your Divinity Original Sin Let's Plays, and I thank you for choosing One Night Sniper. Peace out, everyone.